We are live. Liverpool alive. Liverpool win the game 5-1. I forgot what it feels like to win games of football. 4 games in a row, 0 victories. Today, today it wasn't amazing, it wasn't beautiful, it wasn't pretty, and that sounds a bit crazy to say because we won 5-1 today. And I said in my match reaction, I was like, I find it very hard to say Arne Slot got it wrong today whilst winning 5-1. Yet, at the same time, it doesn't feel sustainable. It doesn't feel like we can go into Brentford next week confident that we can do that again and replicate it and reach the same outcome and win the game 5-1 again. Because that's not going to happen. That is not sustainable. Probably tell by the state of me here, the red cheeks. I'm absolutely buzzing and I can't wait to sit down with you for the next half an hour and discuss all things Liverpool. Please do get your thoughts in the comments down below. I've got to just start with this. What the hell was the formation? What the hell was going on? But when we instantly selected the team, I saw the team thing, I was like, Frimpong might play right wing here and Szoboszlai right back. And I really hope for God's sake that isn't the case. And thank God it wasn't, because Szoboszlai was fantastic in the middle. As a number 8, I've said it for ages now, he's a number 8, he's not a right back. I get he was okay there. And really good actually, and I get he's an okay attacking midfield player, but he's a number 8. Stop playing him in every single one. Stop using him as the plug to fill in all these holes. Play him in his primary position, like today, next to a Curtis Jones. I've been banging this drum for ages. If you've been watching this channel for a considerable amount of time, you will know I rate this player so highly, and today it was really, really impressive in my opinion. In a midfield too. Szoboszlai offering the legs, Jones offering the technical ability. If McAllister plays against Brentford, I will be stunned. The only reason he could possibly play is down to fitness, maybe fatigue. I think it's a Saturday night game or something like that. Maybe you play him in terms of rotating. I get that. But pound for pound right now, I know who the better player is. You know who the better player is. And if you don't know yet, then get to know. Tonight should have been enough to sway you. Curtis Jones was fantastic, and I'm absolutely all for it. In a 2 as well, really enjoyed that. It was kind of a 4-4-2 first half. Wirtz towards the right-hand side of midfield. Ekitike and Isak up front. Off the left was Cody Gakpo, again, had a good game. Gakpo's scoring a goal a game. He's scoring every week, and people are saying he's crap. People are saying that Cody Gakpo's not doing enough, that he's too negative, he's too passive. How's about you going passive somewhere else? Don't passive in this chat. What's he talking about? Gakpo's scoring every week for us. Is that 5 in a row, mate? I want to say 5 in a row there. This is a football player who's unbelievably productive. Yeah, maybe on the face of it, he's not very quick, not very flashy. He's very kind of route one, very kind of, I know what you're going to do. But so was Ian Robin, and he was fantastic, cutting in onto that left foot and curling it in, right? Salah's done it for years. Gakpo's that. You've got to understand. It's not about, is he going to do that? It's about when's he going to do that? And Gakpo's so good at that, in my opinion. He's a really intelligent football player. I do think at times we've struggled with the press this year, and that's maybe one of the reasons we went to a 4-4-2 kind of shape, to press as that 4, instead of pressing as a 3 and then a midfield player joining in. Listen, look at the chat talking about Curtis Jones. We've landed, guys. We are here. I'm buzzing. I've not stopped smiling. And listen, again, if you just joined, hello, guys. Make sure you leave a like down below. Firstly, it really does go far. I want this to be the biggest Liverpool community in the world, so please do leave a like if you can be so kind. It's entirely free. You can always unlike if I talk some nonsense, but I don't think that'll be happening tonight because we won the game. Yeah, Gakpo, fantastic. 4-4-2. I don't think it's sustainable. I don't think we should keep playing it. To be honest with you, I still think a 4-3-3 is our best formation, and I want to throw something your way. Please bounce back off this. Please feed back to me in however way, shape, or form you may fit here. 4-3-3, defence whatever. Good today, in my opinion, at times. Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, Jones. Take it or leave it. Have my 4-3-3. What about that for a midfield 3? What about that for a midfield 3? And I get on the face of that you're losing Wirtz. However, today we saw Wirtz off the right-hand side. 2 assists. Good game. I get he wasn't limited to the right-hand side, and I get he was kind of, he was becoming more central, wasn't he? Being more narrow at times. Both his assists came from them kind of areas, right? So I'm just blocking someone who's spamming join my Telegram group. That's never good. That's usually some idiot. Listen, Wirtz, fantastic. 2 assists. And I want to talk about this briefly because it's so important as Liverpool fans get this out there. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm not bothered that Wirtz got 2 assists today, particularly. Does Wirtz getting 2 assists today raise him in your estimations? Do you now think he's a better player? I don't. I don't at all. I don't think he's a better player. I know he got 2 assists today. One of them was not a very good assist. We don't need an assist, a goal, whatever, to prove that Wirtz is a good footballer. All we're going to use is the things in between either side of your nose there and watch the player play football. He's had a really, maybe not really strong start of the season, but he's had a decent start to the season. And I think it's been absolutely exaggerated. I think so much hyperbole has been used around Florian Wirtz. The fact he's not scored 0, 0 and 10. Are you joking? Oh, he's crap then. Let's just sell him. In fact, don't bother unpacking your suitcase, Wirtz, because you're off anyway. Because you've not scored a goal, so instantly that invalidates how good you've been. Now he has got on the score sheet, or on the assist sheet, whatever you want to say, twice. Rival fans might start going, well, listen, this guy's actually a player now. You know what I mean? It's like they need this kind of validation by a SofaScore rating or by an assist, or whilst it changes nothing in my eyes, it should change nothing in your eyes. These rival fans now can shut up and get off my... I just want to flick them off like just get off. Seriously, get off. Let Wirtz play. As you say, Flay there, listen, it does help him with confidence, and that... Oh, we've got to talk about Salah at the end, by the way. I don't want to talk about it, but we're going to have to talk about it. LFC Foxy, one of the members in the chat. Rofa, one of the members in the chat, guys. I really appreciate you. Spency, one of the members in the chat, guys. Come on in. We've won 5-1. Let's talk all the good things about Liverpool today. I really want to talk about this on the topic of Wirtz. The point of me saying, well, I think rival fans need that kind of validation, that kind of, well, Wirtz has scored, therefore equals good. No, don't work like that. But Wirtz could have scored today. And do you know when he could have scored? At the end. At the end when Salah passes it sideways to him. I'm stunned by that. And it's a real shame. What a shame. We've just won 5-1 away in Europe. I don't care how good this opposition are. We've scored 5 goals away in Europe and Salah wasn't on the pitch. This game should have been about parading those who scored the 5 goals. It should have been about the team bouncing back from really poor performances. Salah wasn't involved. This is as far as I can see it, this is a refresh, a restart for Salah. Sit on the bench, it's fine. People go through dips. He then comes on. He's through 1-on-1 and he goes on his own. But it wasn't just through 1-on-1, I'm through. Wirtz was. If you've not seen it, please go and check the highlights, whatever. Wirtz were in so much room. He was in so much room, and he didn't pass him the ball. He went on his own. That says a lot about where Salah is right now, and I get it's 5-1, and he wants to score a goal, get his confidence up, because listen, as good as Salah has been in the past, his confidence is probably pretty low, maybe Wirtz as well. But, I mean, you say this, I get what you're trying to say there, and you are right in saying that, wants to stat pad. I don't think it's about that. I don't think he's bothered about how many goals he gets end of the season. I think he wants a goal now to shut people up, to be honest with you. When, I'm all for that, by the way, it's 5-1, there's no risk, there's no jeopardy if you miss. However, your mate there is stood a few metres away from you, walking into an empty net. Goal's gaping at him. And he doesn't pass him the ball. Think about what Wirtz has done for Salah this year. I'm not being funny. He set him up on a plate. That amazing spin he did. What a spin. Remember that spin? Wirtz took the ball. Great spin. Into Salah, and Salah misses. I guarantee if Salah scored that, all these rival fans would have been off Wirtz's back. Wow, what an assist. But because Salah didn't score it, Wirtz gets penalised. It's what are you doing? Wirtz has done everything right there. Did you get my point? And it's a real shame because that, again, invalidates immediately these false opinions about Wirtz, that he's crap and he's not scoring. And okay, then what if he did score that tap-in there? Is he a better player? Is he a better player if he scored a 4-yard tap-in? Obviously not. But no, you need the numbers to get to sleep at night. You know what I mean? Real shame from Salah. I think it does hang... It's a bit of a cloud that hangs over that performance from the team, in my opinion. It's a real shame. And I posted a vid which hasn't seemed to have gone live, but listen... I'm not bothered. I think we need to talk about the positives. I think there's the piece done. There's my piece on it. I'm going to grab a drink of my Highland Spring. I want you to get involved in the comments, and let's talk man of the match. Let's talk positives for once, because we've talked a lot of negative recently, and I think the positive I want to start with, I don't know about you guys, is Dominic Szoboszlai. I don't know. There's so many conversation points to go on here. We have over 200 people in this stream. This is the most people that's ever been in a live stream, ever. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I really do. This is pretty crazy that this is my job. Genuinely, it's stunning. So thank you so much. Please do leave a like if you are enjoying. It's the easiest way of helping out. And listen, I'm going nowhere. I'm so glad you were enjoying the content recently. The love on the previous one was just fantastic on the previous video. So thank you guys so much. For me, Szoboszlai's the man of the match. Can I just get a gauge of this? I appreciate all the comments. Just write the surname of the player who thought was man of the match. Just that, nothing else. Just so I can get a visual representation. Wirtz, nothing else. Szoboszlai, nothing else. I just want to see what you guys are thinking and bounce off you lot. For me, it's Dominic Szoboszlai. He obviously got his goal, which does cap off that man of the match performance. First time here. Oh, I appreciate it, mate. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you so much. Dominic, Szoboszlai, Wirtz, Jones. I think that's a very valid shout, Curtis Jones. We've spoken a bit about Jones before. I think we've got to speak about Szoboszlai now. I'm absolutely loving seeing him in his primary position. Szoboszlai's almost too good for his own good. Szoboszlai was putting it right back against what Arsenal, Newcastle, and whilst the whole team's form dropped, Szoboszlai's maintained that level, hasn't he? Szoboszlai's dragged people up. Szoboszlai's dragged us forward in games. Atletico Madrid, he drags us forward to go and win the corner. He then takes the corner and Van Dijk scores. Szoboszlai against Newcastle, the only player to not touch the ball against Newcastle in that passage of play for Engamoa, yet he's the one who arguably has the most important role of all in stepping over, dummying and selling the defender so Rio can score. He's got his fingerprints over everything we've done that's positive this year. Arsenal, the goal. It don't end like... And now you're actually seeing him in his best position. You're seeing the 90 minutes of Szoboszlai, not the 1 minute, not the glimpse, not the winner. You're seeing the 90 minutes of Szoboszlai in his actual position. And again, I mentioned he's too good for his own good. He was that good at right back. Slot was like, oh, we'll just play him there again. He was that good. Well, hold on, what? That's not a thing. I'm sorry, that's not a thing. He's one of our best midfield players who just happened to be a good right back. Does that mean you take him out of midfield and put him at right back? No, absolutely not. And I mean, I don't know if I speak for myself here. I feared the worst when I saw the team sheet and I saw Frimpong and Szoboszlai. I thought, my God, he's going to play Frimpong right wing. Did you think that as well? Can't have just been me. He's going to play Frimpong right wing and Szoboszlai right back. I can just see it now with Wirtz and Jones in the midfield too. Luckily he didn't, he was proved right. He was proved right, sorry. Arne Slot, I find it very hard to say Arne Slot got it right today. I mentioned this at the start. Like, we won 5-1 away in Europe, yet there's a bit of me thinking, if we go into Brentford like that again, we're not probably winning, let alone winning 5-1. We might get turned over. That's not sustainable. And at this point in my life, I don't care. We've just lost 4 games on the bounce. You think I'm asked about sustainability? I don't care. Mate, chuck your litter on the floor. I'm not bothered about sustainability right now. Someone will clip that and just forget everything I've said regarding Liverpool. No, that's not at all true. But win the game. I don't care if we score 5 goals off Van Dijk's ball sack. If 5 balls at the back of the net, that'll do for me. Sorry. 1 goal. We could have won by 1 goal today. Not even being funny. The last time we lost 5 in a row was 1953 or whatever it was, something like that. I think that's true. Maybe even further back. You've got to realise, and put some context on this, you've got to realise that game there were more than a performance needed. That was a win needed, just to stop the momentum, just to get a bit of confidence back. And hopefully going into Brentford, some key players there giving big performances, the team giving big performances, we can carry that momentum into the Brentford game. And that's for me where it's important. I think the Champions League's a bit of a write-off. Well, I don't know. I would still fancy our chance in the Champions League. It's a Liverpool side. You don't know what could happen. We did all right last year until we reached the eventual winners of it. You can't write us off after a bad 4 games, right? However, these performances are happening consistently now. They have been for about, half a calendar year. I do think the Premier League is where I feel more confident. I do think that. I don't think we're a great tournament team. Do you know what I mean? Like, you look at Arsenal, who are so great at winning 1-0, 2-0, corner goals. You look at a PSG side who are the world champions, a Bayern Munich side who are scoring goals for fun. Kane scores every week. Same with City and Haaland. We don't particularly have that. We're so inconsistent. I find it very hard to be a tournament team. But in the Premier League, listen, I find it very hard to say we're out of the title race. Like, we're 8 games in. Let's be serious here. But hopefully that Brentford game is it's our biggest game of the year. Let's just call it what it is. Every game should be our biggest game of the year. But after losing to Man United, it certainly is. Oh my God, it certainly is. And that's a big problem. You can't go from biggest game of the year to biggest game of the year to... Like, Man City under Pep, Liverpool under Klopp, Mourinho, Chelsea. They didn't have every game as the biggest game. They had big games, your top 6, your Everton aways, your City aways, etc., whatever. Man United away. Then you had your, probably should win here games, your Fulham at homes, your Brighton at homes, with respect to them teams. You'd have teams who you just look at and probably win today. Brentford, for me, this Brentford side now, and this fixture on the weekend, my God, are you looking at that game going, we should win there? Oh my God, of course we shouldn't probably. Jesus. Yeah, Man City beat them, what, was it 1-0? But they're having a bit of success, this Brentford side at times. They can get you on the counters that they can get you. With two up top, Sharda, with Thiago has really impressed me so far. These long throw-ins, it's like they're finding ways to win and we aren't. Listen, for Brentford, I mean, in relation to the team, I want to go to Conor Bradley from LFC Foxy. That's a really interesting comment. He was electric, he was up and down, great performance, and I don't think many people will agree with it. I'd love to know your comments, guys, and let me know your thoughts on Conor Bradley. I thought he had a decent game there. You've got to put context around this player here. He was thrown in there. He wasn't the starter. He came on in the first half. Jamie, Bradley needs his flowers for tonight. Exactly. I was a bit concerned as well. Did he get a booking? Did he get a booking, guys? Because that might be the only game that season not have booking. Good performance, really good performance. Considering, I must say, there was no natural right winger in front of him until maybe Chiesa came on, but even he was a bit more narrow. There was no Salah, no Chiesa off the right. It was kind of Wirtz off the right at times. So he was the one having to get forward. He was the one having to not even overlap. There was no one to even overlap. He was just having to stand there. And he had 2 shots on target today, or at least 1 shot on target. And I thought the header was a really well-crafted move from Gakpo cutting in, like he does so well. Really greatly executed ball into Bradley, who heads it down. You should do that. He did the right thing there for a right-back as well. Bit of a fish out of water. Did everything right there. I thought he did well. Guys, please do leave a like if you are enjoying the stream. I mean, why wouldn't you be? We've just won 5-1, right? Leave a like on the stream for this momentous occasion. Also to mark the occasion of the most people ever in a live stream. I'm honestly so thankful. You'll never understand. 200 people in here watching me talk about Liverpool. I'll never get made around it. I really appreciate you all. There'll be a match reaction out tomorrow, as will there be a team preview and that kind of thing 2 days before every game. So do stay tuned. Do subscribe for more content like this. You're not going to be underwhelmed. Underwhelmed's a good word, actually. You're not going to be underwhelmed. LFC Foxy, one of the members on the channel, Jones, Van Dijk, Canate as a 3 at the back in possession was interesting. It was. And I think a lot of people assumed that Robertson would be that 3 at the back, but he just wasn't. He offered a bit more width today, putting a few more crosses. Robert plays better than Kirkes. That'll be a conversation, mate, which I'm sure a lot of people will be having, because he were not bad today at all. At all was he certainly not any worse than Kirkes. And I think that's important. Kirkes, I think a lot of people would agree on a lot of things with Liverpool this year. I think my biggest hot take is that Kirkes hasn't been anywhere near as good as people say he has. It's not a hatred thing. I'm not trying to beat him when he's down at all. Just an observation. I don't think he's particularly been that good, considering how good he was last year. And get he's a young lad, I get he's in a new team, but he's in the same league. I don't think excuses should be coming into play 10 games in. Listen, Robertson's impressed me more so than Kirkes this year. I never thought I'd be saying that, ever. Oh my God, ever. Did you? Robertson better than Kirkes after last season's performance from Kirkes at Bournemouth. I don't know. I'm really happy with Robertson so far. I feel a bit more secure. I feel a bit more at ease. And again, I never thought I'd say that. 4-4-2 out of possession with Isak and Ekitike up top. What did you think about that? I liked it. I liked the 2 up there. I just think ultimately, you're trying to fit the players in here. You're trying to get the best players in the team. I thought Wirtz was all right off the right. I wouldn't play him there probably often when Salah's fit. However, this is the formation if you want to get your best players in. It does sacrifice a midfield player. Maybe that's fine in the games like Frankfurt. I don't think you can do that against Man City, Arsenal, your big teams, your Real Madrids, etc. We're going to play, obviously. Jones on his day is a top 5. That's not a crazy take, to be honest with you. It probably is, but I get your point. I really enjoyed the setup today. The defensive work all around was excellent. Same setup as Saturday. See, I disagree with this. I enjoyed the setup today. I thought it was, well, kind of. When we started winning, I enjoyed the setup, of course, because it kind of confirms it, but I don't think it's sustainable. I don't think you can keep playing that. You cannot keep playing a 4-4-2. Or that kind of, whatever you want to call it, off-the-ball 4-4-2. Certainly not against good teams, in my opinion. You look at Brentford, they've been playing a weird... Sometimes they play a 3 up front, sometimes they play a 2. If they play a 3-4-3 or a 3... or a 5-2... a 5-3-2, sorry, whatever it is Brentford do now, they're quite flexible. I think we need to play a 4-3-3 if they play wing-backs. Because against wing-backs, we're crap. I mean, who scored their goal today? Oh, I have a wild guess who scored their only goal today. Oh yeah, their right wing-back. We saw the same with Munoz at Crystal Palace. Are these things just... do these things happen and people just go, well, that's just a coincidence? What do I know, ultimately, mates? But, yeah, I don't think we should do it. I don't think we should keep playing this formation. I don't think it's sustainable. Yet we just won 5-1, so I find it very hard to say what's right there. What do you think's right? I'd love to get your thoughts down below. If it was poor today, I couldn't care less. Ekitike and Wirtz play well together. Yeah, they're both quite... is techie the word there? They're both quite... yeah, they like to knock it in between these little touches. And yeah, great player, mate. Great players. I changed my shirt from the home to away for tonight. So, yeah, keep doing that, mate. Jamie, keep doing it. I don't think the way we play is Isak's style. That's a good point. I do find Isak, and to an extent Wirtz, and to an extent Ekitike, all coming very deep to receive the ball. Naturally, your best players on paper, and actually on the pitch, will want to get the ball more because they back their own ability, they want to impact the game, that element of responsibility there. However, you can't, like, all three of them can't drop deep to receive the ball. Because then what's Jones' job? That's for Curtis Jones and Szoboszlai to do. And I think Szoboszlai's great at picking up the spare man. Jones is very good at protecting the ball, keeping it, retaining the ball. Szoboszlai's very good, in my opinion, at pumping the ball forward, at spreading it wide, whether it be a 30-yard one or a 45. Like, he can play one of them diags, Szoboszlai, and not many players in our team can do that. And I'm all for Trent leaving. At the end of it, Trent wanted to go, he goes. However, you absolutely cannot deny the hole in our team in terms of on-the-ball capability, switching play. How many players are that good, what Trent was, at switching the ball, switching the play? I don't think there's anyone, firstly, that is that good, but I do think the players who can compete and can get in that conversation of maybe being that good. Van Dijk, I think, certainly one from the back, switching to a Salah or to a Gakpo, mainly to Salah. And a Szoboszlai going to Gakpo. We've seen it so many times. We saw it today. Early on, Wirtz switched the ball to Gakpo. It was a great pass. We lack that in the team. And that is that's a plan B, in my opinion. You know, when, like, our plan A was never to really switch the ball like that, but Trent could play one as a plan B. If it ain't working, just ping it up there to Gakpo. You're great at that. And as good as Bradley is, as good as Frimpong is, that's not their game. They like to be more direct and take players on and run past them, maybe, like Frimpong uses pace. They're not big passers of the ball, certainly not Frimpong. So yeah, Szoboszlai offers that in our team, and I think it's a massive asset, a massive, I don't know, I feel like a big void's missing since Trent's gone. That's partly true. But it doesn't take away from what Gakpo's doing. Do you get my point? I mean, Diaz scored tonight. I saw it pop up on the thing. He's not stopping. He's scoring every week, right? Is that a coincidence? Probably not. He's a fantastic football player. And I said, as soon as he left, we're going to regret this. Not that Gakpo's bad. It doesn't impact Gakpo at all. However, I just think in terms of the element of rotation, that could be a big factor. I actually thought Diaz was better than Gakpo last season, personally. I certainly thought off the ball he was better. I think we are missing that. I think we're very slow. We're very slow off the mark, but when we are off the mark, we're not very good at, for me, using our space well. I think we're pressing pretty disjointed this season. We're missing. They got the criticisms, Núñez and Diaz on the ball, but off the ball, we're missing that energy they offer, that dynamism they offer as a pairing. I thought they were great, fantastic together, pressing together. And then Salah obviously is looking a bit off it this year with form. Isak's not fully fit by all accounts. I think he is now. Ekitike is fantastic, but when you bring in two new players in a front four, one of them not being fully fit, the other one being Salah, who's having his worst season ever, the other one being Wirtz, who hasn't started very well. It's like, and Gakpo's not amazing off the ball. You're going to struggle. And I think with Diaz, we're missing that off the ball element that he offered. A bit of bite as well that I liked from Diaz. I don't think Gakpo has that bite. Gakpo's more of a physical profile who can probably go a bit more 50-50 with someone. But Diaz, squaring a full back up and going like, I'm going to get past you now. Try and stop me. Gakpo hasn't done that. Sorry, I just had a bloody fit. Gakpo hasn't done that. Or can't do that, I'd say. What do you think of Gakpo taking corners? I mean, keep going. As long as we keep scoring, he can keep taking them as far as I'm concerned. He put the first one in, didn't he, to Van Dijk? And was it Szoboszlai to Konate? I think it was. I wonder why he takes the left one and Szoboszlai the right one. Maybe it's as simple as he was nearer to the corner, so he took it. I assume that was the case. To be honest with you, I'm not bothered. As long as we score the things, I don't care. I prefer Diaz over Gakpo. He's got that South American he does that kind of like bit of bastard, that kind of like get off me kind of thing, you know what I mean? Yeah. So McAllister's got that in terms of just buzzing around the pitch, hacking away at people. It's just great. And Isak's injury. He's got an injury, is he? I'm not even seeing that. It's great, isn't it, when we win games? Oh, it's fantastic. It's like, what better thing could we have had there? Mo Salah straight down the tunnel at full time. Loads and loads of positives to take. Loads of positives to take from tonight for Liverpool, but he looked in a strop. Interesting. I did notice that with Salah. I do think he had a bad game when he came on. That pass to friggin' Wirtz, or the lack of pass, I should say. What the hell is he? What's he doing there? Oh my god. Guys, I've loved this stream. That's been so enjoyable. Just sitting and talking about the team actually doing well for once. There will be when's the next game? Brentford, Saturday, Thursday night, maybe even Friday morning. In fact, because it's an evening game. Maybe Friday morning. As always, 2 days before a game, there will be a team preview, who I think should play against Brentford, and it's really interesting. A few players there earning their shirt maybe more than others, I'd say. Do you drop Salah again until we start losing? I don't know. I'd love to know your thoughts down below in the comment section of this video. This video will be posted as a video, so please do get in the comment section of this vid. I'll be in the comments there replying to you guys as always, straight after it's uploaded, so please do let me know. And if you've enjoyed, if you're still here at this point, Rofo, one of the members on the stream, still here, please do. LFC Foxy as well, one of the members on the stream. Spency's been in there as well. Please do leave a comment and subscribe so you don't miss another video. Nice one, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All the best. Have a good one. 5-1. Big win.